Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are meeting in the next episode of NISARG, Network of Indian Scientists and Researchers in Germany. We are very happy to welcome you, and also I'm sure, like the earlier episodes, this will be also something very productive in terms of a new research area that is known to other researchers also who are in Germany but also internationally. And we are introducing in every episode a new researchers who are from diverse fields who are working in Germany in different scientific institutions and universities and research labs. The whole objective is to make sure other researchers who are interested in those fields are getting in together and get connected, linked, but also for the diaspora to get to know that one among them is working successfully in one or another fields and have achieved and working towards certain research area that brings India and Germany together, of course also internationally connected. So that's the basic objective of NISARG. So today we have a researcher from a very famous institution worldwide and also in Germany, Alfred-Wegener-Institute, that specialized in climate research and working in different fields of oceanic research as well. And they are very famous for also their investigation vessel called Polar Stand, which is also recently in the news, who have been to Antarctica and doing a lot of research. So we are very happy to welcome Arpita Bose today to our program. Welcome, Arpita, to be part of this program today. And to start with, could you just give a brief about yourself? Where do you come from India, and about your early education and also school and college age, and how this interest and this field of research, is it coming from very early times? Do you have some inspiration or people, teachers who are really motivated in this field? You got motivated, please.
Yeah, so good morning everyone. I'm Arpita Bose. I'm from India. I was born and brought up in Kolkata. I did my schooling there. Later on, I did my college. I did my engineering from West Bengal University of Technology under the Techno India group of institutions. And then I always had that dream of pursuing my master's abroad, since my brother did the same and I wanted to follow his path. But not immediately after passing my bachelor's, but I wanted to do a job. So I started working in a private sector company, and it did not work out well. It was not that fancied what I expected it to be. So I started making plans and programs of coming abroad. But before that, I always wanted to learn the language. So I spent one whole year at the Goethe Institute in Kolkata. I learned the language, prepared myself well to cope up with everything here. And then I started applying. And I always had this desire to study about the climate change, and also I did a lot of research from the DART website, and I found a suitable course, environmental physics, in University of Bremen. And so I applied. I came in 2018 here in Bremen, and now I'm doing. I'm almost done with my masters. I'm doing my thesis with the Alfred-Wegener-Institute. I'm also working as a part-time research assistant in the one that you said, the sea ice data from the Polar Stand, so in the sea ice portal. And so I'm working. I'm basically doing climate modeling with the Alfred-Wegener-Institute. And side by side, I'm also working on the sea ice data from Polar Stand. That's all about
me. Thanks a lot, Arpita. That's very well summarized. If I can ask, so during your early education in Kolkata, during your school time, how was it? Was science your favorite subject, or within science, let's say biology, chemistry, physics, or other things, or it just was different at that point of time, and during your school then it got changed back and forth, many subjects, and how was it?
From no, I always wanted to pursue my career with the science, and yeah, of course, physics was interesting since I chose to study environmental physics here, and but I did not like biology that much, so I didn't opt for the medical exams. I concentrated on my engineering. Yeah, initially I thought that I would pursue my career with engineering, but things are very difficult in India. So the system of studying, like when I came here, I realized that how different is it. The way of studying and everything is quite different from that in India now. And yeah, so but I always wanted to do something in engineering or natural science related things. So I did my engineering from there, and yeah, so it did not work out well when I started working in a company there, and then I thought, okay, maybe I should pursue my education with the masters. So I continued with my masters there.
I mean, physics, probably it's not so surprising coming from Kolkata, because
Yeah.
I think, of course, a lot of world famous institutes are in Kolkata. For example, Bose Institute is there, and there are many other. I'm just saying one, but physics is something has a lot of roots in Kolkata as well. Um, did that somehow influence you during your school times? Have you visited some of these very famous institutions during your school, or that something always has been, broadcasted to you even during school time about physics?
Not really means like not any typical institute that deals only with physics, but I remember I visited the Birla Museum, and where the shows that they display, about the astronomical shows, what's happening in the space in universe in the Birla Planetarium. So that also is a kind of physics. It deals with space studies and how it's working. And so yeah, I remember during my childhood, I sometimes I visited there during the weekends.
Okay.